Could the key to overcoming your deepest fears about the afterlife lie in ancient wisdom? Let's uncover insights that can bring you peace and understanding. Why am I scared when thinking about the afterlife? This fear is a universal experience, touching people from all walks of life and spiritual backgrounds. Today, we delve into this anxiety, examining it through the lenses of ancient wisdom, modern science, and personal narratives. As we move forward, we'll uncover the common fears associated with the afterlife, understanding their roots, and preparing ourselves for a journey through both timeless philosophies and scientific insights. Coming up now, we'll dive into the core fears that many people face when contemplating the afterlife. Fear of the afterlife can manifest in many ways. Commonly, it stems from fear of the unknown, anxiety about rebirth, concern over karma, fear of suffering, and the emotional burden of potential separation from loved ones. Human beings have always grappled with the fear of the unknown. This fear is particularly potent when it comes to the afterlife, as it represents an ultimate unknown. Scientific research into terror management theory, developed by social psychologists Jeff Greenberg, Sheldon Solomon, and Tom Pyszczynski in the 1980s, suggests that the awareness of our mortality can cause existential dread, leading us to cling to cultural beliefs and personal achievements for a sense of permanence and meaning. In Buddhist cosmology, the cycle of samsara encompasses endless births, deaths, and rebirths. The prospect of being reborn into a life of suffering, whether as a human in dire circumstances or as an animal, can be deeply unsettling. This fear is often linked to the Buddhist teachings on karma, where one's actions in past lives influence future existences. For more in-depth information about that, watch our video, Why Am I Scared to Be Reborn as an Animal? Link is in the video description. Next, we will explore how Buddhism views the afterlife and the concept of samsara, providing insights into how these teachings can help mitigate our fears. Dear viewer, write in the comments section your thoughts on the afterlife. Are you afraid or are you in peace with it? Let's continue and join us as we delve into the Buddhist perspective on the cycle of life and death. Have you ever wondered what it means to truly let go of yourself? Discover how the concept of no self can liberate you from the deepest fears about the afterlife. One of the most liberating and challenging concepts in Buddhism is anatta, or no self. Venerable Thich Nhat Hanh explains that the Buddha taught there is no permanent, unchanging self that continues after death. Instead, our consciousness and identity are in constant flux. This idea can be both comforting and daunting. On one hand, it alleviates the fear of a permanent you facing eternal suffering. On the other hand, it challenges deeply held notions of individuality and selfhood. Understanding anatta encourages us to see our existence as a continuous, ever-changing process. It offers a profound insight into how we can approach life and death with greater equanimity. This perspective helps us to detach from rigid identities and embrace the fluid nature of our being. Next, we will delve into the concept of nirvana, the ultimate goal in Buddhism. We will explore how achieving nirvana represents liberation from the cycle of samsara and the end of suffering. Stay with us as we uncover what nirvana means and how it relates to our understanding of the afterlife. Could the ultimate freedom from fear and suffering lie not in a place, but in a state of being? Explore the profound peace that nirvana offers. Before we continue, if you have any questions related or not related to this topic, please write your question in the comment section. The ultimate goal in Buddhism is to achieve Nirvana, a state of liberation from the cycle of samsara. Nirvana represents the end of suffering and the cessation of the causes of suffering, primarily ignorance, desire, and aversion. The Buddha described Nirvana as the extinguishing of a flame, symbolizing the end of the fires of greed, hatred, and delusion. Unlike the concept of heaven, Nirvana is not a place but a state of being beyond all dualities and limitations. Imagine you have a candle burning brightly, but this candle's flame is fueled by things like wanting more toys, being angry at friends, and not understanding your homework. In Buddhism, the ultimate goal is to blow out this flame, which means getting rid of all those feelings of wanting, anger, and confusion. When the flame is gone, you reach a state called Nirvana, where you feel completely peaceful and free from any suffering or worries. Unlike a place you can visit, Nirvana is a special feeling of total calm and happiness. Understanding Nirvana helps us see the ultimate goal of overcoming fear and suffering. Next, we will explore how Buddhist practices like mindfulness and meditation can guide us towards this state of peace and liberation. Could the path to overcoming your fear of the afterlife start with a single breath? Discover how mindfulness and meditation can transform anxiety into peace. To address the fear of the afterlife, Buddhism offers practical tools like mindfulness and meditation. These practices help individuals focus on the present moment, cultivating a state of calm and clarity. Regular meditation on death and impermanence is encouraged to develop a deeper understanding of life's transient nature. This contemplative practice can significantly reduce anxiety about the future and the unknown. Recent scientific studies have highlighted the powerful impact of mindfulness practices from Buddhist traditions in medicine. For instance, a study published on PubMed explores how these practices can help reduce physician burnout and improve patient care. Buddhist mindfulness emphasizes staying present and understanding impermanence. According to them, these practices have been shown to positively affect the brain, suggesting that integrating spirituality into medical treatment can enhance both patient outcomes and physician well-being. Mindfulness teaches us to live in the present, acknowledging each moment without judgment. Meditation allows us to confront our fears directly, dissolving the power they hold over us. By focusing on the transient nature of life, we learn to accept change and find peace in the midst of uncertainty. Next, we will explore how ethical living and compassion further enhance our journey towards overcoming fear. Learn how incorporating these principles into your daily life can build a foundation of resilience and emotional well-being. Stay with us as we delve into the practical steps of living a life grounded in mindfulness and compassion. Can living a life of compassion and ethics transform your fears about the afterlife? Before we answer that, subscribe to our channel and like this video, please. Ajahn Brahm, a respected Buddhist teacher, advises that the best way to overcome fear of the afterlife is to focus on living a good, ethical life in the present moment. By practicing mindfulness, compassion, and letting go of attachments, one can find peace and clarity about the nature of existence, including what happens after death. Ethical living not only improves one's current life, but also positively influences future rebirths. Ethical living means making conscious choices that reflect kindness and integrity. Acts of compassion not only help those around us, but also foster inner peace. Letting go of attachments whether material or emotional, reduces suffering and anxiety about the future. Next, we will see how being part of a supportive community can help individuals cope with fears about the afterlife. Join us as we explore the strength found in shared practices and collective wisdom, enhancing our journey towards a peaceful existence. Can finding a community be the key to overcoming your fears about the afterlife? Discover the power of shared practice and support. Being part of a supportive community can also help individuals cope with fears about the afterlife. Buddhist communities offer a space for shared practice, learning, and support. Engaging with others who are on the same spiritual journey can provide comfort and reduce feelings of isolation. In these communities, individuals find strength in shared experiences and collective wisdom. Group meditations and discussions allow for deeper understanding and a sense of belonging. Support groups within these communities offer emotional and spiritual assistance, helping members to navigate their fears and anxieties about the afterlife. Next, we will hear personal stories and testimonials from individuals who have found peace and resilience through their journey in Buddhist communities. These narratives highlight the transformative power of support and shared spiritual practices. Stay with us to learn how these experiences can inspire and guide your own path. Can real-life experiences provide the key to overcoming your deepest fears about the afterlife? Hear how personal stories reveal the power of resilience and growth. Personal stories and testimonials from individuals who have confronted and overcome their fear of the afterlife can provide powerful insights. These narratives demonstrate the transformative power of Buddhist practices and the human capacity for resilience and growth. Sarah, who found herself overwhelmed by the fear of what comes after death following a personal loss. Through meditation and the unwavering support of her community, she discovered a path to inner peace and acceptance. Her story is one of many that highlight the impact of mindfulness and shared experiences. John's journey involved understanding karma and the importance of living ethically. This knowledge transformed his perspective, helping him to live a life of purpose and reduce his fears about the afterlife. These personal stories illustrate the profound impact of Buddhist practices on overcoming fear and finding peace. As we conclude, we will reflect on the key takeaways from our journey and provide practical steps you can take to apply these teachings in your own life. Can understanding ancient wisdom help you overcome your deepest fears about the afterlife? Let's recap the key insights we've explored. Fear of the afterlife is a deeply human experience, influenced by uncertainty, cultural beliefs, and personal anxieties. Buddhism offers a unique perspective on this fear, emphasizing the impermanence of the self, the cycle of samsara, and the role of karma. Through mindfulness, ethical living, and community support, individuals can cultivate a deeper understanding and peace regarding the afterlife. By focusing on the present moment, living ethically, and being part of a supportive community, we can reduce our anxieties and find peace. These practices not only help us in this life, but also prepare us for whatever comes next. To explore further, engage with Buddhist practices and teachings. Begin with simple mindfulness exercises, read more about Buddhist philosophy, and consider joining a local or online community. Remember, the journey towards understanding and overcoming fear is deeply personal and ongoing. Start small, perhaps with daily mindfulness exercises or by joining a meditation group. These steps can lead to profound changes in your outlook and help you navigate your fears with greater ease. How do you face your fears about the afterlife? Do you seek solace in spiritual practices? Or do you find comfort in the support of a community? tell us in the comment section below. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. We also offer a membership where you can support our journey on YouTube by clicking the join button below this video. Your support helps us create more content that can make a difference